How's Chica Ordery? That seems to be the question I get more than any other. And for those of you who are new to this channel, you might be wondering, who the heck is Chica Ordery? Well, let's give you an update. 2 years ago, I got an email from a woman in Cameroon. Her name was Chica Ordery, and she needed money for reconstructive plastic surgery and was living in pain. Like, a lot of money. And I said, scam? But I contact her doctors and I send people to meet her in person, and I learn that it's not a scam. She really needs help. But I say to myself, where does she think that we're gonna get $40,000? Does she think that I just have that laying in my couch? So we put our money together and buy an iPad and an Apple Pencil, and we start to create a book. And people from all over the world buy the book and we raise the money. But right before she can visit the US Embassy, the coronavirus steps in and says,
"Not so fast."
Travel restrictions go into place preventing her from getting a visa, and so we wait for over a year for a vaccine to come out. And just as soon as the case rates start to drop,
we begin tonight with a dangerous COVID surge that health experts say was avoidable, with new cases fueled by the unvaccinated.
You guys remember in the last video where I said if you had a chance to get vaccinated, it would help this story move along a little faster? Yeah, well, now we've got case rates soaring again, and the United States has decided to keep their travel restrictions in place.
We will maintain existing travel restrictions at this point for a few reasons.
I'm getting so tired of this COVID crap. So what can we do now? Well, I told Chica Ordery to apply for an emergency visa, which she did. And almost immediately, she was denied. So I got mad and I did what any American citizen would do when they want to get their government's attention. No, I didn't do that. I wrote to my senators. You see, in the United States, each state has 2 senators that represent them at the federal level. And in my state of Utah, our senators are Mike Lee.
Tauntauns, Mr. President.
And Mitt Romney.
America.
Well, I started with Mitt Romney. I went to his office's website and I sent him a message. I said, I have a friend in Cameroon who needs surgery in the United States and I need a non-immigrant visa for US medical treatment immediately. And surprisingly enough, I got a reply from one of Mitt Romney's interns. She said Senators Romney and Lee have combined their resources to help constituents, and she was going to assign me a caseworker. And within a few days, I got in touch with a caseworker who needed some additional paperwork from Chica Ordery. So I got her and her doctors to send some documents and send them back to me. And now they can submit a new request to the embassy in Cameroon that might have a little bit more weight than the typical requests. So cross your fingers and pray for a miracle. Also, since we've been waiting so long, her brother's passport also expired, so we had to go buy another one of those. Which means it was time to send some more money their way. And since Western Union and I are back on good terms, I went ahead and I sent $300 that she needed to pay for the passports. Except Western Union came back and said that the transfer exceeds their limit. Please try again with a smaller amount. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll send 2 transfers of $150. But that was still too much. So I tried $100. Still too much. So I was like, okay, how about $1? Still too much. WTF, Western Union? It was at that point that I was approached by the team at Yellowcard. And I was like, my favorite band when I was in college? No, it turns out that Yellowcard is the easiest way to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether in Africa. And I'm a big fan of cryptocurrency, especially when it comes to doing business with people in Africa. But it's always been so hard for me to introduce crypto to Chica Ordery and her family because it's just so complex.
Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency exchanged in the interactive metaverse.
But Yellowcard has a slick way of setting up a wallet for you, and you can easily cash out with mobile money. So the Yellowcard team worked with me and Chica Ordery and got her all set up with a digital wallet. I was then able to send Bitcoin to Cameroon instantly with 0 fees. She could then cash out her Bitcoin and use the money to renew her family's passports. Yellowcard totally saved the day and introduced me to a fast and easy way of sending and managing cryptocurrency. And if any of you want to learn more about buying and sending crypto, check them out online at yellowcard.io. So as you can see, that although I haven't given you a ton of updates on Chica Ordery, I haven't been ignoring her. And I haven't been ignoring you either. She's a real person and she's hanging in there and just living her life the best that she can. But I do try to respect her privacy and not share too much. But rest assured that we are working to make this happen. So that's what I've been doing. Maybe you're asking yourself what you can do to help. Well, For starters, you can get vaccinated against COVID-19, giving this effing virus one less place to go. If you can do that, we can stop these variants from developing and probably end these travel bans sooner. Now, I know that I just probably pissed off half of you because I said the V word. I'm just saying statistically, you're safer getting a vaccine than you are from getting COVID. Number 2, you can write your senators and express your concern about the lockdowns and the effects that they are having on people around the world. Businesses are going under, and some people are literally suffering because they can't get the medical help that they need. And lastly, maybe you can help me find a doctor who specializes in reconstructive plastic surgery who's up for a trip to Africa. I know it's a long shot, but you would think that there's got to be someone out there, right? Like, what about that TV show called Botched, where these TV doctors repair all these plastic surgeries gone wrong? You think those doctors would be up for an adventure? How about taking a break from helping rich people in Beverly Hills and come to Cameroon with me? Can you imagine the ratings? Anyway, the ball's in your court, guys. Thank you everybody for your support for Chica Ordery, and thank you for following her story. If you want to support her or check out her work, then check out these links. Remember, you can still buy her digital book for $1 when you use the promo code CHICA. You guys are awesome, and you're the only reason that we've gotten this far. So thanks again, and stay tuned for the good news that will surely come soon enough.